you
Yes.
decide? What was the moment where you said, "Alam mo, I'm gonna go for it again"?
I'm very competitive kasi talaga. And parang feeling ko, I joined back in 2018 without knowing anything. I felt like I was just going with the flow. I was just there for the experience. I didn't know the full potential of what being a beauty queen is actually all about until I joined Binibining Pilipinas, and I knew that I wasn't ready. I knew that I had less preparation that I intended for. And I said if I would be able to join again, and if I was given the opportunity to be able to join a pageant again, then I would really prepare how I would prepare as a professional volleyball player. Because if there's one thing I know, it's preparation is key to winning. And I win. That's what I do. That's what I'm trained for. That's what I live for. So it's like I want to get the outcome that I'm trying to work hard for. But in the end, as an athlete, you're trained to win, but you also know when to lose and how to lose. So I'm prepared for anything. It's just that in my heart and in my mind, I want to be able to say that I've given it all, and I have no regrets, and I can walk away and still be proud of whatever the outcome is.
That's the spirit. That should be the mentality. Di ba? Kasi hanggat kaya naman, pasok ka pa rin naman sa age and and you're still
Yes.
eligible to join other crowns, why
Mhm.
not? Right?
And it was a sign because I was really praying last year, and sabi ko, Lord, alam ko naman na I won't be able to join Binibining Pilipinas again. I was actually thinking of joining Miss World, and then there were rumors that the franchise of Miss Universe Philippines was going to be a standalone pageant, and Miss Universe Philippines will have their own pageant. And I thought to myself that I think I can join this time around, but there weren't any news. I was asking around, wala talagang finality on the whole situation. And sabi ko, Lord, if it's for me, I'll join again. If it will be a pageant and it will happen in 2020, because that's the only time I can join with my age. Sabi ko, I will join again. And I told my mom that because she kind of also told me na tama na, one time is okay, na experience mo na, focus on your career and what you want to do. And then I said, you know what? If 2020 happens and Miss Universe Philippines happens, I'll join again. And I did, and I'm so happy. But everybody is in it with my decision naman. They're very, very supportive. And my mom is watching now.
Hi,
Oh, hello,
Tita!
Hello everyone, it's your Balana Belgian Pauline. I hope you're all doing great. And I have to apologize for not being able to upload as frequently as I did before, or as frequently as I said I would. I was really jam-packed with work, a girl's gotta earn. But anyway, today's topic is gonna be about tips on how to change the world. A lot of us, myself included, would want to do things to somehow leave a mark on this world or somehow change the world for the better. But before we can do that, of course, we have to be willing to first create a positive change within ourselves. And I'm just gonna be giving you 5 tips on how to start those little changes within yourself or on a smaller scale. So the first tip I want to give you guys, if your work or school schedule allows it, wake up early. I get a lot more done in the morning than I do in the evening when I get home after work, because then I'm dead tired and I'm just gonna find reasons not to do this or not to do that. So even if my shift starts at 10 in the morning, I wake up at 6 and get everything done as I rise with the sun. Second tip I want to give you guys, if you want to change your perspective on things, if you want to find a new perspective, I recommend you read a lot. And one of the authors I really want to recommend to you guys is Paulo Coelho. The first book I read of him was The Alchemist, and I read it when I was about to graduate college. And after reading that book, it was like a mind blow of revelations and epiphanies, and I could really relate to the book. At that time, it was really the right book at the right time, and I just hope you guys experience the same kind of epiphanies and revelations after reading his books, because they're actually really great. Third tip, this might be a little old school, but I recommend you guys also make to-do lists. Put it on your phone, put it on post-its, and post it anywhere in your room or in your workspace for you to not forget the things you need to do, whether they're small things or important things. And it's good if you review those things at night before you sleep so that in the morning they're kind of still fresh in your mind. The fourth tip is kind of related to the third one, and it's for you to keep a little notebook in your bag or a notepad in your phone, download an app or something, for you to write your thoughts down. Your thoughts and your ideas make the bulk of your character and who you really are. And it would be a waste if you actually had an idea that could have changed the world and you forgot to write it down, then it just went out of your memory. Aside from writing down ideas or thoughts, you can also write down important things that happened that day, or things you want to remember and not forget, or things you want to be able to look back at in the future. Like a little diary, but not really a diary. Okay. The fifth simple thing you can do to create a little change is to join a community project. If you live near the beach, you can join a beach cleanup. If you are in the medical field, you can maybe join a medical mission, or you can create or join feeding programs. And aside from feeling a sense of fulfillment and of feeling very hopeful while you're doing that community project or after you've done that community project, I'm sure you would have also touched a lot of people's lives and created a little change on the community level, and that's a great thing. Now, I said I would only give you 5 tips. I'm gonna add one other to that. If your parents, your household, or your landlady or landlord allows it, adopt a pet. I have 6 adopted dogs in Bohol, and they're all little balls of sunshine and fur, and I really can't imagine my life without them. Can't imagine how my life could have been without them, and actually I don't want to imagine that. And you might think that you are making the life of your adoptive pet better by giving them all the love and the nurture that they need. But I hope you guys also realize that it could also be the other way around. They might be making your life better. They might be making you a better person. And the love and nurture that you give them, they will only give back tenfold. So that concludes my vlog for today. 6 little tips you can apply to yourself in your life at the moment for you to start that change, and hopefully it will ripple into a bigger effect. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in my next episode.
Hey everybody, welcome to A Moment of Realness, episode 2. I just finished Be You Bravely, which was basically a movement dialogue that I organized. We had a few attendees and all of that, but it was pretty successful. And I was able to express, and I was able to, move and get all of my emotions out. So I was able to reflect a bit and think about what my moment of realness was for this week. And for this week, my moment of realness is to try not to be so perfect, I think most of the time, a lot of us we're also afraid to make mistakes. We don't want to make mistakes. We don't want to do things wrong. And this comes a lot from the expectations that we set for ourselves. And we always try to be perfect in everything that we do. So this week, I realized that I tend to do that, I tend to strive for perfection. And I realized that it makes people feel like they don't relate to me because I try so hard to be perfect, to the point where I'm not really being real anymore. I'm pretending to be somebody I'm not. It also made me realize that when I tried to just be myself and to try not to be so perfect all the time, not only did other people appreciate me for it, but I appreciated myself for it. I was able to just let go. I was just able to just be real, and it was amazing. So try not to be so perfect. People will appreciate you for it, but more importantly, you'll appreciate yourself for it too. That's my moment of realness for this week. I hope you guys learned something from it. So I wanted to ask you guys, how does that make you feel? How does it make you feel when somebody tells you, don't be so perfect? Have you tried not being so perfect, just completely being yourself? Feel free to share it in the comments down below. I'm looking forward to reading your experiences. And I'll be back next week with another moment of realness. So till then, take care and be safe as always. And I'm sending you guys all the love and positivity.
Ooh.